Now, the University of Oxford is to offer extra grants to students from poorer backgrounds thanks to a multimillionaire called Kevin Malone, who made his fortune in the United States. Last year, he saw a report for the 10 o'clock news about the university's bursary scheme, and he decided he wanted to help. Mike Baker takes up the story.
It was this report on Oxford's bursary scheme for the 10 o'clock news last year which directly prompted this donation. 80-year-old Kevin Malone didn't go to Oxford or any university. He left his Nottingham school at 14, eventually making his fortune in the United States, producing photographic plates. He'd been looking for a worthy educational cause when he saw my report.
I had seen it on the BBC News, which I was in the habit of watching each evening. And when it appeared on there, I thought they were doing just the thing that I was looking forward to try to do. I knew that they had more facilities for this sort of thing, and I was delighted to get in touch with them.
As a thank you, Oxford invited him to visit its colleges and attend today's honorary degree ceremony. But traditions like these can give some the false impression that Oxford is only for the well-off or well-connected.
Sort of one step further in your learning.
That's why undergraduates run open days like this, targeting inner-city youngsters who wouldn't normally consider Oxford. Now, many more of them could benefit from the new student grants being funded by Kevin Malone. With this scheme, Oxford is doing what the government is trying to do nationally. That is, get young people like these from a wider range of social backgrounds into university. But the trouble is, since grants were scrapped, there's a financial obstacle. And that's what Kevin Malone's money is intended to help overcome. Today's visitors included some from Mr. Malone's former home, Nottingham. They welcomed the bursaries.
I've thought about staying at home to go to a university in Nottingham where I live, just because I can't afford it. But obviously now new opportunities are coming along that might enable me to come to a university like this, which obviously would be fantastic for me.
Meanwhile, some advice for the next generation.
I would say to younger people, work hard, the future is yours. And with that, I'm signing off.
Mr. Malone says he'd have loved to have gone to Oxford, but he'll get real pleasure from helping others do so instead. Mike Baker, BBC News, Oxford.